Welcome back to another video, everyone. And today, I am ranking all four Indiana Jones movies. So, of course, I'm ranking all of the Indiana Jones movies from Raiders of the Lost Ark to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And once Indiana Jones 5 comes out, you can be sure that you'll see an update on this channel. So, let's get on to last place. And in last place, I have Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now, this is definitely what I'd call a bad sequel. It's not good at all. Now, overall, the main character, Indy, is just not represented well at all in this movie. He's just represented as some grouchy old man, and he doesn't feel like doing anything, and his jokes are just kind of lame. And then Shia LaBeouf, who is played by Mutt Williams, who is played by Shia LaBeouf as Indy's son, he's just not that enjoyable, and I don't really care about him in this movie. And they're kind of supposed to be like a buddy cop movie, but it just doesn't work at all, especially when they bring in the aliens. And it's like Indiana Jones was never a sci-fi, so that doesn't really work. And overall, just a really, really bad sequel to Indiana Jones. And then at third place, I have Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So this was the second Indiana Jones movie that they made. And the first time I watched it, I remember just being like, why? Why do this to Indiana Jones? Like, the story overall was just so racist, and it was like, oh yeah, these Indians, they can't defend themselves against these people, and it's like, really, you had to go and do that? Like, and the love interest for Indy in this movie is just so annoying, screaming all the time, and the plot doesn't make sense that well. Actually, it makes sense, but it's a bit more complicated to follow than the other movies, I think. Whereas the love interest, as I said, was so annoying, screaming her head off, and the love story, I just had never bought Willie and Indiana Jones falling in love. And Short Round, he's okay in some parts, but some parts he can be really annoying. But I do like the final battle of this movie. It is really enjoyable. And then I have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade at second place. Now, these number one and number two, I actually really, really enjoy. Now, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, of course, brings back the Nazis as Indy's foe. And then joining Harrison Ford in the cast is Sean Connery as his dad. And this is definitely the superior buddy cop movie. Sorry, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But this movie is just so good. Indy and his father's reactions with each other, they're just so funny with each other, and I love seeing them interact on screen. And the love interest in this film is way better than the love interest in the last film. And I think that she actually does something in this movie, unlike Willie and Marion. She actually helps really add on to the plot, whereas Marion does a little bit, and Willie doesn't do it all. But she actually really helps to keep the plot going, so that's pretty good. And just a really solid movie that I would recommend. And at number one, I have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, this is just an amazing movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. And this is the original Indiana Jones film before it was even called Indiana Jones. And Indiana Jones is just such a good character in this movie. He is just like the face of justice, pretty much, when it comes to this franchise. And the love interest in this movie is actually my favorite female character in the whole Indiana Jones series, even though she doesn't do much to add on to the plot. But she is, they're very interesting to watch each other, and I think she plays, and I think Karen Allen portrays Marion really well. And then, of course, Harrison Ford has phenomenal acting. All the actors have phenomenal acting. The plot is decent enough to get the story to move along with lots of enjoyable action sequences. And overall, just a movie that I give 10 out of 10. Recommend to anyone. I just love this movie. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!